Leftist crybabies and mainstream media hacks are still hot and bothered by what President Trump may or may not have called Haiti and some African nations.
Alright, so it's been a while since we've done this, but in light of the fact that Tommy recently was fearful of interviewing the kid after parading around my neighborhood like some kind of bootleg Jesse Waters asking residents why they hate Fox News, I just can't help myself.
Selective outrage machines who dedicate all of their energy and airtime to analyzing presidential adjectives.
Wow. Selective? Only in a Trump White House could this very reasonable anger over our president's tenacious, unwavering racism be considered selective. Also, speaking of selective outrage, you work at Fox News, which spent the past 8 years yelling at Obama for putting mustard on hamburgers and golfing too much, irony, and would just straight up lie when they couldn't find something insignificant to be fake mad over.
Even if he did say it, which we still don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop you here real quick. We know. We have R. Kelly P-tape level evidence that he said it. Donald's racism at this point is almost as prevalent as my tendency to post shirtless photos of myself on Instagram. But there's one key difference. I admit I'm a thought and thick. But I guess you don't get to enjoy that, Tommy, since you blocked me. Back to you!
Let's be honest, this uproar has nothing to do with what President Trump said.
Agreed. It's about the horrific, inhumane consequences of his statements if they happen to be turned into policy. You know you're arguing against your own point now, right, Tommy?
Democrats would rather have a fierce debate over President Trump's mean words than solve the immigration problem.
I largely agree that Democrats are inefficient and were naive enough to act in good faith thinking Republicans would turn around and actually follow through on their promises to protect dreamers if Dems voted to fund the government. They were wrong. Republicans obviously don't care. So now it's time to shut this shit down. And don't you guys love small government anyway? How about no government? Because that's how badly some Republicans want to eject 700,000 US residents who were brought here as babies. They'll shut down the freaking government over it.
These leftist pearl clutchers are so upset the president may have referred to some countries with a mean adjective.
Okay, stop trying to reduce white supremacy to just mean words. We're angry because Trump and others who defend him, like you, believe that the color of one's skin and the GDP of their country is merit. It's not. Exhibit A, Nigerians. One of the countries labeled a shithole by Trump and you. While Trump thinks they all live in huts, Nigerians are actually the most educated racial or ethnic group in this country, with 37% having a bachelor's degree, 17% having a master's degree, boom, and 4% having a doctorate.
Meanwhile, they spent the last 2 years plus telling us the United States is a crappy and oppressive country not worth standing for.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it Trump on the campaign trail who kept talking about what a shitty country the US is? Isn't that the whole premise of Make America Great Again? Or does that simply mean Make America White Again?
You sit at your award shows, layers of security all around, and preach to the rest of us how we should be more tolerant and welcoming of illegal immigrants?
Tommy is so peanut butter and jealous that she's not a celebrity, it's kind of funny. Also, talking about security, no one cares about you and you still had 4 security guards surrounding you in the middle of West Hollywood, one of the gayest and safest places on the planet. Also, you realize that you're literally preaching for us to be intolerant and then complaining about how intolerant Los Angeles is to you, right? So by your own unsophisticated thought process, why don't you get the fuck out of Los Angeles then?
You'll pitch a fit if your lattes aren't quite right. Half of you are nasty to the crews, the makeup artists, support staff, all people deemed beneath you because you make millions reciting lines or singing a song.
Okay, first of all, I watched you ream out your nice producer for daring to have me on your show. And second of all, there are entire articles written about how shitty you were to your staff at the Blaze. What are you even saying right now? Also, I'd rather people make money by bringing joy to others instead of screaming racist epithets, reciting lines, like you said, into a teleprompter any day, tilapia.
I have an idea. How about we pitch a giant tent city in the middle of Beverly Hills? The Hollywood crowd is all upset at the president's possible use of the word asshole. What if they actually had to look at one in their own backyard?
You do realize that you're conflating a refugee crisis, which we caused, mind you, with immigrants coming to America. Also, are you this racist that you think every immigrant lives in a tent? Let me drop some facts here for a second, okay? Immigrants are job creators. Out of 87 US startups worth $1 billion or more than half have at least one immigrant founder. They help the economy. In our liberal sanctuary state of California, immigrants generate more than a quarter of all business income. But that's the problem with racism. It causes this weird inability to see facts and instead maintain this belief that you have some sort of superiority over others when you're just average as fuck. I know that you feel in your gut that immigrants are beneath white people and that they represent a drag on the economy, but to quote a great philosopher on your side, facts don't care about your feelings. And that's also the issue with merit-based immigration, because y'all don't care how much immigrants or dreamers or undocumented residents give back to the US, since in your mind, they'll never have the supreme merit. They'll never be white. Please don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I will be responding to the first couple hundred comments. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Hasan D. Piker and on Twitter at Hasan the Hun. And this has been The Breakdown.